Asibabingelela abazalwane ekseni njena egameni elihle lenkosi uJesu. Siyabingelela ogogo nomkhulu, siyabingelela bobaba nomama, sibingelele bosisi nabobhuti, sibingelele bonke abazalwane indaweni zonke la bekhona. Siyabingelela ingcebo zikaNkuluNkulu egameni elihle lenkosi uJesu. Siyambonga uNkulunkulu bazalwane osizile. Saphinde safika kulesi sikhathi. Sibonga nje uNkulunkulu ngethuba asenzele lona ukuthi ke siphinde sikwazi ukuhlangana endlini yokuthandaza. Sibuyele sikhonze uNkulunkulu uthembekile bazalwane. So izolo sikhulumile noma singakhulumanga kule platform, but uma besisenkonzweni abebekhona, uma bewungekho ngachecka ku Facebook la bekade sikhuluma khona indaba ukuthi ke we are preparing kuba ku fasting and prayer ngenxa yomsebenzi kaNkuluNkulu. So namhlanje ilanga lokuqala ukuthi ke singene ku fasting nje sikhuleke bazalwane ngenxa yomsebenzi kaNkuluNkulu. Kubalekile kakhulu iGreat Commission lokho esikuthunyiwe. uNkulunkulu usithembisile, usithumile. Manje ke namhlanje sizohlangana ntambama futhi ngicela ukudlulisa nje lokho ukuthi siyahlangana lapha ya enkonzweni Acts of Faith Harvesters eFosloras opposite iChrisani. Siyahlangana lapho ngo6 ntambama. Sizothandaza nje bazalwana, akunayo into eyiningi sizozenza. Sizothandaza ngoba uNkulunkulu usithumile, kukhona lokho asithume kona. So izolo kade sikhuluma indaba la yokuthi ke uma kuqala ukwakhiwa encwadini kaNehemiah, kuqala ukurebuildwa ama walls, the walls and the gates of Jerusalem. Uma kuqala ukwakhiwa kwaqalwa ngesango lezimvu, the sheep gate. So ke iyona into enkulu bazalwane, sikhulekela ukuthi kwakhiwe isango lezimvu. Yini indaba sikhuluma le ndaba ukuthi kubonakele ukuthi ke isimo esivelile se lockdown, coronavirus, yonke lento eyenzekile yenzile ukuthi kube nzima ukuthi ivangeli liyofika ebantwini. So ke kulimele isango lezimvu. Ngamazwi akuselula abantu ukuthi basukume bayokhonza uNkulunkulu ngenxa yefear ekhona nangenxa yezinto ezenzekile nje you know eziletha isithombe singasi right. Ibandla lihlaselekile kakhulu bazalwane, lihlaselekile everywhere. It's not just angikhulumeli la ngikhonza khona, kodwa ngikhulumela umzimba kaKristu ukubuka indlela ibandla elihlaseleke ngayo. So ke silapho nje bazalwane, namhlanje ekseni ke is our first day sisemthandazweni and sizokhuluma nje ngendaba yeprayer kaNehemiah. Namhlanje ekseni sizoqala lapho nje sibheka indaba yeprayer kaNehemiah ngikholwa uNkulunkulu ukuthi kukhona izinto kulesikhashana esinazo ozozibamba, but zimisele nje ukuthi lolu suku lwanamhlanje dedicated to prayer and fasting, and nakusasa until Friday, and then Saturday sizobe siyozuza imiphefumulo, because okusalayo bazalwane uThixo uthume thina. Angeke se expect ukuthi lo msebenzi wenziwa abanye abantu, kufanele kube yithi esihluphayo ukuthi silihambise ivangeli lofika ebantwini. So ke angeke silinde ukuthi kwehle ingilosi yoshumayela. uThixo uthume thina. uJesu sibonile kaningi masifunda ukuthi ubethi uma ngabe wathi uma efike ebona ixuku ihlakazekile kuthiwa bebanjengezimvu enganamelusi, uJesu uthi khulekani, utshela labafundi bakhe ukuthi khulekani ukuba inkosi yokuvuna ithuma isebenzi. Kodwa kuyamangaza ukuthi ku-chapter landelayo uyena futhi obathumayo. Bona laba abathandazile. Ngamanye amazwi we are positioning ourselves bazalwane ukuthi ke uNkulunkulu asisebenzise. So ke ngeke kube right ukuthi ube ipart ye prayer and fasting and the same time ungabe usaba futhi ipart yabantu abayokwenza lokho uNkulunkulu abekade sithuma kona sikukhulekela. So silapha yake namhlanje ku chapter number 1 nencwadi kaNehemiah chapter number 1. Ngicela ukufunda nje bazalwane from verse number 1 to 11, kodwa kahle kahle indaba iqala ku verse number 4 ngoba sikhuluma ngeprayer, but ake sichubeke nje sicale lapho ku verse number 1. Kuthiwa the words of Nehemiah the son of Hakaliah. It came to pass in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan, the citadel, that Hanam, one of my brother, came with a man from Judah, and I asked them concerning Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews who were escaped, who had survived the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said to me, the survivors who are left from the captivity in the provinces are there in great distress and reproach. The walls of Jerusalem, the wall of Jerusalem is broken down, and its gates are burnt with fire. So it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept and mourned for many days. And I fasted and praying before the God of heaven. I said, I pray, Lord God of heaven, O great and awesome God, you who keep your command, your covenant and mercy with those who love you and observe your commandments. Please let your ear be attentive and your eyes open, that you may hear the prayer of your servant, which I pray before you now, day and night. For the children of Israel, your servants, and I confess the sins of the children of Israel, that we have sinned against you. Both my father's house and I have sinned. We have acted very corruptly against you, and have not kept the commandment and the statutes, nor the ordinances which you commanded your servant Moses. Remember, I pray the Lord, that you commanded your servant Moses, saying, if you are unfaithful, I will scatter you among the nations. But if you return to me and keep my commandments and do them, though some of you were cast out to the furthest parts of the heavens, yet I will gather them from there and bring them to the place which I have chosen as a dwelling for my name. Now these are your servants and your people, whom you have redeemed by your great power and by your strong hand. Oh Lord, I pray, please let your ear be attentive to the prayer of your servant, and to the prayer of your servant who desires to fear your name, and let your servant prosper this day. I pray, grant him mercy in the sight of this man. For I was a king's cupbearer. Ake sithandaze. Baba, siyabonga izwi lakho leli. Busisa enhlizweni yalona namhlanje egameni lika Jesu. Amen. So kafishane nje bazalwane, ngiyafisa ukuthi sibukisane le prayer kaNehemiah. uNehemiah uqeda ukuthola ireport, ufika abafowabo ababuya eJerusalem bazombona emsebenzini. He is a king's cupbearer. Now he needs favor ukuthi athola umusa emehlweni alendoda ayisebenzelayo, because lokuthi kunale report abamtshela yona, uma ebabuza ukuthi banjani abafowethu, banjani abantu baseJerusalem, anjani amaJuda, iJerusalem lona linjani, but abantu basenhluphekweni enkulu and basehlazweni. Uthi bathi kuye, the walls are broken down and the gates are burnt with fire. So sizwa ke la uNehemiah uthi, when I heard these words, So when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept. Uthi mangizwa lamazwi ukuthi Jerusalem injani icondition yayo nabantu basehlazweni kangakanani, uthi ngahlala phansi ngakhala. Bazalwane, uNehemiah esikhathini kade akuso aphila kuso ubehlezi kamnandi yena, kodwa wayithatha lento eyinkinga, le challenge yase Jerusalem wasifaka phakathi kwayo, because abafowabo laba, you know, he's actually a Jew, you know, and manje akabi selfish in his prayers ukubheka impilo yakhe yedwa ukuthi but mina ngi right, because bakhona abantu bazalwane lesimo se pandemic esingazange saba affecta ngendlela abanye abantu esibashaye ngayo. Bakhona abanye abantu abaye bathola ama opportunity amakhulu during this pandemic, but kunabantu abashayeke kabuhlungu, you know. So sikhuluma ngebandla likaNkulunkulu la ukuthi ke even amabandla, kukhona amabandla ashayekile kabuhlungu bazalwane, kabuhlungu kangangokuthi, you know, they have lost their leaders, you know, during the pandemic. They have lost their pastors, their bishops, badlulile emhlabeni, and it's painful, you know. So akuyona into esingayithatha light le bazalwane. So ke uma uNehemiah ezwa le message uthi ngahlala phansi ngakhala, uthi I mourned, ngalila for many days, uthi I was fasting and praying before the God of heaven, you know. I was fasting and praying before the God of heaven, you know. Why athandaza? Ukhulekela lento esizwa lapha ya ku verse number 11, you know, uthi I pray and grant him mercy in the sight of this man. Ufuna umusa ukuthi uNkulunkulu amnikeze umusa ukuthi athole favor kule nkosi, ukuze akwazi ukubuyela eJerusalem ayolungisa, ayosiza ukuthi kube nomehluko kulesimo esikhona. So his prayer, his motivation behind this prayer is that uNkulunkulu grant him favor before the side of the king. Why? Because this king bazalwane, the project a project yok rebuild Jerusalem, but the very same king uNehemiah ayisevayo, he wrote a letter ukuthi le ayime lo project until I say so, ayime lo project. So a project yokwakha yama imiswa yiyo lenkosi le uNehemiah ayisevayo namhlanje. So ke ikhona le nto ukuthi lo muntu uyena owabisa progress, and now I need favor. Bazalwane, sizokhulekela umusa kaNkulunkulu asinikeze favor, you know, to do is all winning, to do umsebenzi kaNkulunkulu ngendlela afuna ngayo, and rebuild, you know, ibandla likaNkulunkulu. This isikhathi esikuso bazalwane akusona isikhathi ngempela sokuthi ufocuse kuloko wena okufunayo, ufocuse kuma personal needs wakho, or mhlambe izidingo ezibhekene nebandla okhonza kulokuphela. But this is for the body of Christ. So kubiza ukuthi sibuke izinto manje ngendlela yeso likaNkulunkulu ukuthi asifuni ukwenza izinto ezibenefita thina nje kuphela, kodwa sesibukela indaba yomsebenzi kaNkulunkulu. So sibuka ke le prayer yakhe ke bazalwane. So into yokuqala la uma ekhuleka uNehemiah ku chapter number 1 verse 5, Nehemiah is acknowledging the greatness of God. You know, he's acknowledging the greatness of God. Ngamanye amazwi kuyi-motivation enkulu leyo uma uthandaza ukuthi you acknowledge the greatness of ubukhulu bukaNkulunkulu, ngoba asikhuleki kuNkulunkulu omncane. Asizwe le prayer uthi I said, I pray, Lord God of heaven. I pray, Lord God of heaven. Oh, great and awesome God. You who keep your covenant and mercy with those who love you and obey.